Conservatives who are cheering on the complete dissolution of USAID by Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing so to compensate for their own perceived inadequacies, and I am tired of pretending otherwise. What they are doing is the foreign policy version of dudes with tiny purchasing large trucks with huge tires to overcompensate for their own inadequate manhood. These conservatives who are cheering on USAID being dissolved are compensating for their own pathetic inadequacies in life by living vicariously through the ignorant and ostentatious muscle flexing of Elon Musk and Donald Trump on an international stage, despite the fact that dissolving USAID will put the lives of US service members and US aid workers, along with God knows how many non-Americans, at risk. Because here's the thing, you idiots, the aid that America provides other countries to do things like build schools and build hospitals and purchase malaria medicine. We aren't doing that just out of the kindness of our hearts. We're doing that because that is called soft power. Soft power is the power that our country gains on an international stage through things like diplomacy, through things like building schools and hospitals. And the more soft power we have, the less we have to exercise our hard power, which is sending military troops in. Building schools, funding hospitals, buying medicine in impoverished areas helps ensure that if we come to a point where there is another war that the United States is engaged in, we have lots of allies on our side. But even outside of preparing for future hypothetical conflicts, USAID keeps service members safe daily, right now. Or they did, at least, until Elon Musk and Donald Trump gutted them. Without USAID, the death toll of US service members in Afghanistan and Iraq would have been magnitudes higher than it already was. USAID also helps prevent future 9/11s, you idiots. To quote former Representative Steve Israel, terrorism requires certain conditions to flourish. It needs the fertile ground of poverty, ignorance, the subjugation of girls and women, hunger, hopelessness. It needs the reflexive acceptance of America as the reason for such conditions, the villain behind all that has gone wrong. USAID was the agency helping make sure that America never became that villain in people's minds. USAID was the agency making sure that little boys in areas with higher levels of terrorist activity did not grow up groomed to hate America. I know that it makes conservatives feel big and bad as they sit on their fat asses and play Call of Duty and run their mouths about how big and strong America is and how we'll just send in the troops whenever we need to. And they fucking do that because they are not the troops getting sent in. Their families are not the troops getting sent in. But as someone that is married to an active duty service member who is also deployed in the Middle East right now, I don't have that fucking luxury. Those of us with loved ones whose lives are on the line don't have that luxury. So we can't focus on how big and strong and tough it makes us feel. I don't get to walk around thinking about how big of a dick it makes me feel like I have when I watch Elon Musk running his mouth about how he doesn't think that USAID's work is important. Of course he doesn't think that. His life is not the one on the line. He's never lived in poverty. He's never risked having to sign up to the military. But if American soft power fails and we have to go back into war and they have to bring the draft back, it's not Elon or his sons who are going to be on the chopping block, you idiots. You are. Your sons are. Meanwhile, Elon will be busy vacationing in the Maldives or wherever the fuck else with all the extra billions of dollars in tax cuts that Republicans in Congress want to give him, using the money that they will no longer be spending on USAID. Do you get that? Do you get that defunding and eliminating USAID or the Department of Education or any of these other agencies that they're targeting? None of that money is going back into your fucking pockets. It's all going to go into Elon Musk's pocket, Jeff Bezos' pocket, Mark Zuckerberg's pocket. They are going to get richer and you are going to be on the chopping block. So I hope you enjoy feeling like you have a big dick to swing around for a few years, because that feeling is coming at an immeasurably high cost.